to be enough.
You said you were going to tell me more about the Devil's former band.
I was wondering when you would show up. Anyway, only a few fellas out of the whole glorious pack survived the shitstorm, and it's not certain they are still alive. As far as I know, Matthew, Bahuta, Ranyak, Janosch, and Eder survived. I only know where to find Bahuta. And maybe Matthew. But who knows?
Tell me about Bahuta first. Who is he, anyway?
Well, Bahuta, he was always in trouble. Angry as a dog and covered in bruises. He and his brother could drink all the beer in the inn. Just the two of them. Then they would make a terrible ruckus.
It sounds like you three would get along well. But you said his brother was dead.
Yes, he died right before Bahuta's eyes. Not pretty. Bahuta has been acting weird ever since. He dropped everything overnight and turned to prayer. As if he was scared of being next in line.
Where can I find Bahuta?
At the rectory in Grunt. He helps out with the church.
I'll go over there and try to talk him into it. There's no harm in trying.
But be careful. Bahuta was never far from giving someone a beating. Maybe he's still got that in him. It was Slavic who kept him from ending up on the gallows because of a fight. Oh, but he's already with the Lord.
Now tell me something about this Matthew fella. Someone with a name like that surely can't be all bad.
The name may be pretty, but he's as ugly as sin. You better not stare at him too much. It is not good for your stomach. He's also a damn willy bastard. People say he likes to rob on trade routes, telling his victims he's collecting tax for the king.
Well, that's nice now.
And where do I find him?
I hear there's someone robbing merchants on the roads near Miskovitz. That would be fitting for him. Maybe the bailiff can tell you more. It's practically happening in his yard.
What about the rest of the band? You mentioned more than one person.
Of course. That leaves Janosch, Eder and Ranyak. I don't know where they are, but I can tell you about them.
Christ, it's hot out.
Who is this Adder? What kind of nickname is that, anyway?
Oh, that's easy. He's called Eder because he can't keep his snake in his breeches. Oh, he's Polish. He does not speak our tongue, so only Janosch can speak to him, really. But otherwise, he's a fucking hilarious. And when shit gets tough, he can really handle it.
Do you know where he could be?
I have no idea. But if you find Janosch, Eder will be nearby. The two of them are practically inseparable.
How am I supposed to communicate with Adder? I don't speak a word of Polish.
Yes, you do. We all say kurwa. You must use your hands and feet for the rest. I always manage, and so will you.
Tell me more about this Ranyak.
Ranyak has a great aim. Slightly better than me, even. Oh, and that bow of his, I tell ya, is a masterpiece. That is how you will know it is him.
How did he get that bow?
How do you think? He won it playing dice. But that was the first and last time he ever won anything. If anyone is really unlucky, it is him. But he would not stop if you were to cut off his hands.
Do you have any idea how I could find him?
Oh, I don't know anything about him. Try asking around at inns where they play dice. It is possible he lost his hose in one of them.
Did you ever see him again after the devil was captured?
Oh, just once. He wanted me to lend him money. He did not have any to bet with. But I was skinned and looking for a way to get the devil out of jail. Either way, I told him to fuck off, and he listened to me.
Tell me about this Janosch.
Janosch? He's from Hungary. He speaks like a Tatar, but at least you can understand him a little, unlike Ada.
And how did he get here? Did he defect from Sigismund?
Not at all. He did something back home, had the gallows waiting for him, so he fled to Moravia. He was having the time of his life until recently. Wine, women, and song. But now he has problems because people take him for a human. But if you knew how he can cook, give him a dead rat and half a carrot, and he will cook you a 3-course dinner.
How can I recognize this Janos?
Like I said, he looks a bit like a human. He speaks almost like we do, but in a queer way, where you talk to him. You will definitely notice it.
Thanks. I'll go and look for them.
They may sound like a bunch of morons as I tell it, but they will be damn useful to us. Good luck!
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Praised be Jesus Christ.
Now and forever.
Excuse me. Are you Behuta by any chance?
That's right, I am. If you're here to right old wrongs, be my guest. God knows I deserve it.
I don't need to right any wrongs. The devil sent me to see if you would rejoin his band.
He is free, and he still hasn't learned. Anyway, tell him I'm definitely not going back to that life.
Why don't you want to go back?
I want to reform myself, to redeem myself before the Lord God, and to earn his absolution. There is no way to do that if I am with the devil.
I'd like to find the rest of the devil's pack. Do you know anything about any of them?
Just Raniek. It has been a few days since he was here.
Do you know where I could find him now?
Last time he told me he had a game arranged in Pshitoki. Maybe he's still there.
What did he want from you?
He was begging me for some coin. He said he had a game in Pshitoki, and that he would definitely win this time. As always.
Thanks. Hopefully I'll find him there. I'll be on my way. I probably won't convince you anyway.
Hold on. While you're here, we can pray for the devil's soul together. God knows he needs it badly.
We can. Though I don't know if it'll help anything.
Every soul can be reformed if it so desires and sincerely repents of its sins. Look at me. I used to kill, drink, spend nights with whores, but I learned that it was the wrong way, and now I'm trying to make amends.
Why all of a sudden?
Come pray with me and I'll tell you. Hey, how did you get involved with the devil anyway?
By accident. It was thanks to Jan Žižka.
So, you know Žižka too. Where from?
It's a long story. But if you came to the Devil's Den, I'd tell you all about it over a beer.
Nice try, lad, but I'm staying away from the drink. It's just not worth it. What do you think of the devil anyway?
I trust Žižka to know what he's doing. He knows the devil pretty well.
Žižka is slightly less of a bastard than the devil. I don't know how he can stand him. The ends justify the means, I suppose. When your neck is on the line, you'd better be sure those two bastards are worth it.
Where did you say you wanted to pray?
Right here, at my brother's grave.
Is that Slavek's grave?
You know my brother's name?
Aye. Kubyanka told me about you both.
Aye, we were in the band together, but the priest was kind enough to let me bury him here.
Was that important to you?
It was. When Slavik was killed and the band broke up, I didn't know what to do. Father Havel put a roof over my head and showed me a completely different life than I had known before then. Together with my brother, I buried my past here, and vowed over his grave that I would never harm another living soul.
This is where you want to pray for the devil?
Here is where I found reconciliation and peace of mind. Where else should I pray for the devil to find his own?
Don't you want to help the devil?
That's not up to me. He has to help himself. I can only pray for him.
Too bad. I was hoping I could convince you. So was the devil.
I thought you said you wanted to pray for the devil.
Oh. Aye, all right. Let's pray for him together then.
Yes, that would be best. Aye, but it's Latin, so listen carefully and repeat after me. Pater Noster, qui isn't careless, sanctificator, or no man's tomb. Adventure ad rectum to whom, fet voluminous to her, seek it, inhale it, enter her. Your turn now.
You're saying it wrong. Listen. It goes like this. Pater Noster qui as in calis.
Shut up. You're saying it worse than I am. I'm in no mood for your smart arsery. Come here. You're mine. I'm just getting useless. Christ, I'm hit. See what you did?
Me? You're the one who attacked me. I was just defending myself.
You provoked me. It's clear you were cast in the same mould as the devil. He would also never shut up until cheers started flying. Now leave me alone, all of you.
God bless you.
Christ! Pardon me.
Herzlich willkommen.
I'm looking for someone. His name is Raniek, and he carries a nice bow.
That means nothing to me.
And he plays dice. A lot.
Ja, jetzt weiß ich's. Gestern hat sich völlig betrunken. Yesterday with some Pole. They were causing a ruckus until the morning. And I'm still feeling sick.
This drunk Pole, was his name Adder, by any chance?
Ja, Adder. They say there's a whole Geschichte behind it.
Aye, I know it. I'd like to know where he is now.
You should ask the butcher's wife, Eve.
Why should I ask the butcher's wife?
Well, why do you think?
Do I have to make you say it? How does this concern Adder?
It's just some village clutch.
Look, I've heard a lot about Adder. If he was sticking it where he shouldn't have, I'd rather know before some cuckold comes at me with a pitchfork.
Knowing our butcher, you're not far from the truth, glaub mir. Letzte Nacht, Adder suddenly disappeared, just at the same time as the butcher's wife, Eve, did.
She left alone at night?
Leider ja. Her man passed out on the table right there in the inn. What else could she do?
So Adder took the opportunity.
Natürlich.
So where is the local butcher's?
If you go to the village from here, the butcher's Grundstück is the very last one.
I'll go to see her. Maybe she knows something.
You should be careful. The butcher does not like seeing other men around his Eve.
Where can I find this Raniek?
Try asking the man who paid for his losses yesterday.
Was he broke?
He lost a small fortune here yesterday. It looked like he was going to get a nice beating because he lost more than he had. But a bunch of Kerle from Bilani, who also came to play, lent him some coin. I reckon they felt sorry for him.
And do you know where I could find these men from Bilani?
In Bellany, I reckon.
Thank you for this priceless advice.
Tut mir leid. My head is still ringing like a bell after last night. If I were you, I would ask the Bellani innkeeper. With luck, you will run into them right there.
I'll be on my way. And thank you.
Nichts zu danken.
I'll have a jug of
wine. Blessings to you.
Christ, pardon me. Greetings. Do you need something?
I'm looking for someone, and the innkeeper said you might be able to help.
Is that so? Who is it?
A wandering man at arms. He's a foreigner, a Pole. They call him Adder.
And the innkeeper sent you to me. How nice of him. As if the whole village didn't know already. Now he's going to tell everyone who just walks by. Who are you anyway? Some friend of his?
Something like that. I just need to find him.
Then you better hurry up. My old man wants to murder him.
Why does he want to kill him?
Because he's a stubborn fool who won't let me explain. And believes gossip over his own wife.
Your innkeeper told me you were fooling around with Adder. Is that right?
Excuse me? What are you talking about, you cheeky rogue?
All right. I'm sorry. Tell me what really happened.
That doesn't matter anymore.
If you don't tell me, I'll have to go to your husband and defend Adder with my blade. Is that what you want?
No. Jesus Christ. Why are men like this? Huh? It's not that a beating wouldn't do him good, but I don't want him to be killed.
Then calm down and tell me what happened.
Nothing happened. I mean, not that the Pole wasn't interested. He was looking at me all night at the inn, but I avoided him. If my husband noticed anything, I'd be in big trouble. But he got so drunk he fell asleep on the table, and I couldn't wake him up. So I got up and went home alone. Ada must be damn quick, because he beat me home and waited for me at the door.
What did he want? Did he hurt you?
No, and I don't know what he wanted either. He was drunk, and since he doesn't speak our tongue, I couldn't understand him. Then he hiccuped, fell to the ground and started snoring.
And what happened then?
He's a big man, so I couldn't move him. I just left him sleep there till morning. That's when my husband returned. And when he found him, he threw a fit. He thinks I had something with Ada. Me! Me, who has been loyal to him all these years. If he'd taken one good look at Ada, he'd have seen it wasn't even possible. Ada was still dead drunk in the morning.
And where will I find your husband, Ada, and the rest?
Outside the village, in the direction of Kuttenberg. There's a lone tree in the middle of the field. You can see it from a distance. They said that's where they'd take him, so that no one can see them.
I better go and see your husband. The sooner it's over, the better.
Hurry up, please. Later, my friend.
Panie, mój Boże, wysłuchaj mnie. Całe życie mordowałem i ruchałem. Więcej razy paliłem kościoły, niż byłem u spowiedzi. Wybacz swemu słudze. Wybacz i pozwól mi jeszcze tylko raz wykastrować tych bezbożnych skurwysynów!
Shut up! No one can listen to your damn gibberish!
Twoja baba i tak do końca życia będzie pamiętać o mojej polskiej kiełbasie!
I'll shut that gob of yours!
Ciebie i twoją matkę piekło pochłonie. Niech was piekło pochłonie!
Wait! Stop!
A co to za kutas?
What do you want? And who the hell are you?
Leave him alone and untie him.
Why would I do that? Do you know what that bastard did?
If you're talking about the rumors in the village, it's all lies. Nothing happened.
You don't know what you're talking about. That whoreson defiled my wife, my Eva, eh? He should be glad we're only gonna hang him. If I had my way, we'd castrate him as well.
I saw that mark you left on your wife's face. That was no accident, was it?
What are you on about?
You'll raise your hand to a defenseless woman, but you need a whole gang to take on a man.
That's got fuck all to do with you.
Trembling already, coward? Forget about all this. Go home and take your friends with you. And if I find out you've even looked at Ava the wrong way... You get me?
As you wish, she's all yours. But the cow is mine, and she's coming with me.
Oh, fuck.
Cała Polsce, kurwy! Jebać mnie!
He's twitching too much. I'll have to cut the other end, on the tree.
Finally.
Kurwa mać! O kurwa. O kurwa, było blisko. O kurwa mać. Mało brakowało. Kimkolwiek jesteś, masz krzepę. Ale teraz to sam bym wpierdolił tym gównojadom.
I reckon you want to know who I am, right? I'm Henry. Henry.
Heniek, a dlaczego ty mówisz do mnie jak do głupca?
Yes, that's me. Henry. I was sent by Dry Devil. He's waiting for you at the Devil's Den.
O, żeż kurwa, czart żyje? To jeszcze go nie powiesili? Kurwa, patrz, głupim to szczęście sprzyja. Te kiepy niemyte ciągle się z nas śmieją. Kurwa mać, aż mnie świerzbią ręce. Hej, młody, daj mi jakąś broń.
Bronny... What?
Broń! Rozumiesz?
A weapon? You want me to give you a weapon?
Tak, kurwa!
Well, you don't need a weapon right now. What for?
No jak to kurwa czemu?
You want revenge, right?
No gdzie tam ja? Spójrz na te gębusie. Czyż widziałeś kiedykolwiek człowieka bardziej miłującego pokój?
If you're playing innocent, you're not doing a great job. I'm not giving you anything. You can murder whoever you want in the Devil's Den, but now we need to go.
Ależ z ciebie jest cipa, wiesz? Gdyby to był Janosz, ten by mnie tak nie zostawił. A co z Janoszem? Przecież zostawiłem go tam na pastwę losu.
Janos. You mean Janos Uher?
No Janosz! W Myskowicach go schwytali.
You mean Miskovic? Janos is in Miskovic.
Tak, w Myskowicach.
Fantastic. I'll go and get him, and we'll be at the Devil's Den in no time.
Ale do diabła, pojmali go!
He was what? Doesn't matter. I'll find him. You go to the Devil's Den.
No dobra. Ale tylko tego nie spierdol, kurwa.
He shows up ever again. If he's got anything in his noggin, he's not